This is going to be your weekly chakra energy update. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. We're going to take a look at the energies you may be experiencing throughout your chakras or energy centers in the body. So please let me know in the comments, what is your word of the day, word of the week? How are you generally feeling? I would love to thank everybody who sent me well wishes regarding this illness I've had for the last week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It has been a whirlwind of ascension symptoms and epiphanies and shifts, a combination of things really. And I'm just at the tail end on my way to perfect health, but it's been a doozy, let me tell you. And I know many of you have been experiencing a lot of the same things. So please let me know in the comments again, how are you doing? How are you feeling? So let's take a look at some overall themes and messages for this chakra reading today. And we have time for a nap. How many of you just feel super exhausted right now? I know that we need a good rest because we've had an onslaught of things coming at us from every direction. You know, the holidays is a joyous time, yes, but it's also a time of stress and dealing with different personalities and pressures. And so if you're feeling like you need a break, you need a nap, please do that. Don't hesitate to take care of yourself and to listen to your body. Now, let's take another card here to see what else we need to know. We have courageous. May each breaking wave build your courage. Interesting. I feel like we're gaining energy right now in order to have the courage to shift. That's why if you need a nap, it's all about gathering your energy, you know, preparing yourself for the big event or the big show, because there's a shift coming and you can feel it in the air. I want you to be courageous. I want you to ride that wave and see where it takes you. Now with that, we have here chaos. There you go. Maybe Mount Vesuvius in Italy is significant to you, but this card is showing us that we're about to erupt. Very interesting. Be careful with that though, okay? Like I said, I think there's a lot of intensity in the air, a lot of pushing of buttons, poking the bear, whatever term you'd like to use. But there is this energy that's saying something new is coming. I can't keep doing the same old, same old. I can't go round and round and round anymore. I've got to be courageous. So let's take a look at the Chakra Wisdom Tarot, which has all the different colors of the chakras or energy centers in the body. We're going to go through each one and clarify with some oracle cards to see what we need to know right now. So let's start off with the root chakra. This is Mars energy, our drive, our foundation. And we have here the world. We're letting go of something. This is completion of a cycle. And it's okay to let something go. I know it's not easy. There's a lot of grief in the air too at the moment. So feel whatever you feel, but don't be afraid of the new energy coming in. It's what we need right now. And with that, we have the white wolf. My goodness, I have seen references to wolves all week. Now, I made a weekly reading about being part of the wolf pack. You know, we're part of this family together, and there's the wolf energy again. Confidence, trust your inner knowing, freedom, believe in your power, the resiliency. There's new things coming in, and you're ready. You may not realize you're ready, but you are ready. The cabin, you know, you may have felt lonely and isolated, but you know what? You're coming out of that. There's going to be some new things coming your way that bring excitement to your life. I really believe that. Okay, let's take a look at Venus, the sacral chakra, self-worth, self-value, and self-respect. There's some heartbreak here. It's lingering heartbreak. The vibe that I'm getting is that there's something that someone just does not want to let go of in regards to matters of the heart. And I want to remind you that if you fight the shift, it's going to be quite difficult. Okay? if you're willing to be open and move through it or past it, you've got such a beautiful opportunity in front of you. Only you can stand in your way. See, there's the whip. Somebody has been going round and round and round, over and over and over again. And at a certain point, you just can't. You know, I made a video the other day on my Passion Project Coach channel about breadcrumbing. And I said, there's only so many crumbs in a loaf. You can only take so many breadcrumbs, you know, before that loaf expires or disappears. You know, we just don't have to accept this anymore. It's up to you. So let's see. The rings. Yeah, this is about a bond, you know, a connection you have with someone. But nothing that's meant for you is going to pass you by. And I really do have this feeling that something even better is coming. The question is, do you have the foresight to understand that? Do you believe in yourself? Do you know that you're capable of having the best of the best of the best, or are you willing to settle? So let's take a look at the solar plexus. Let's look at our personal power. Somebody's had a real hit to their personal power in the last while. You know, the Ten of Swords means something is dead, done, and over with. You can see that there have been many swords in this person's back, and it's time to let that go. And interestingly enough, this card is yellow, which is the the solar plexus. See, there's the rabbits. Time for new beginnings. A sudden increase in luck is happening as long as you're open to it. It's time to say goodbye to the old, dear John. Cutting cords. Something's just not working. If it's not working, got to try something different. Let's take a look at the heart chakra. Let's see what's going on in matters of the heart. The Seven of Wands. Are you in the offensive or are you on the defensive? Are you in self-preservation or are you ready to stand up and have new energy come through? There's the Storm card. You know, this card has made a resurgence because we didn't see it for a while and now you can feel it. You know, it's brewing. There's something in the air that's brewing and it can be really exciting. It's also about liberation and freedom. And it even says on there, over and done, the end. And that's that Ten of Swords that we were just talking about a moment ago. At a certain point, you have to decide that you're going to let go. I just said it, you've got to decide. Are you ready to make the decision? Are you ready to stand up and have better? Let's look at the throat chakra. What's going on in regards to communication? Healing. Healing, rest, and rejuvenation. Having the right conversations to heal yourself. And sometimes that means saying, I love you, but I love myself more. Or communicating that this just isn't working. There's the dog. The dog is supportive energy, can be soulmate energy. And there's the tools. You have all the tools to communicate. The question is, do you want to? Let's take a look at the third eye. What do we need to know? The Hermit. You know, this is where somebody really has to search their soul and look for that illumination, that clarity, and be willing to trust it. Do you trust yourself? Do you trust your decision making? Are you ready to receive? Trust that you will receive what's best for you, for your highest good. You know, you have to be very careful with trying to control things, you know, and holding yourself back. You know, I get a lot of people who say to me, Kelly, they pull on my energy. I feel them. And I'm not saying that you can't feel another person or communicate energetically. Of course you can. But at the same time, it's not so much that you're feeling their energy. What you're feeling is yours. It's your energy. It's your soul trying to wake you up and ask you, are you in the old? Are you in the new? You know, oftentimes we want to stay held back because we think that this energy is pulling at us for a reason to wait for them or to, you know, give them another opportunity, that something will change. The only way things will change is if you change. Let's take a look at the crown chakra. Let's talk about the downloads, what's coming through. This is my point. Okay, so the Princess of Swords or the Page of Swords is about spying or observing. And I feel like there's a bit of a song and dance that's happening. This isn't meant to be a love reading, but I can feel that this is kind of love related, or the idea of someone who's got fear of moving themselves forward, you know, afraid of what's next. And it almost feels like someone feels the pull of somebody watching, you know, spying, observing, you know, a back and forth. And you have to be really careful with that. There's the new energy here, the new beginning. Do you want the new beginning? Or do you want to keep going round and round? The Black Widow is about possibly some betrayal or even this low vibrational energy. And when there's this spying, observing, or energetic chasing or back and forth, in a sense, it kind of is low vibrational because it's not somebody who's coming in correct. You know, especially if this is breadcrumbing, you know, where somebody just gives you just enough, you know, where they send you an emoji or, you know, 1-word answers or 2-word answers where it's just enough, but it's not really giving you what you're looking for. So in other words, we don't want to control these situations. We want to move past them and trust that what's coming in could be the best thing that ever happened to you. Let me take a Moonology card just for some last bit of guidance. I think really what's at the top of this, you know, list of cards here is the idea that you have to decide what you want to do. Who do you want to be? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? You have all the power because, you know, again, looking back at these cards, you know, we have to let something go here. We have to let go of the heartbreak. We have to let go of the swords in our back. We have to decide whether we want to stand up or if we want to be in self-preservation. You know, we've got to allow the healing, allow the clarity to come through and the decision-making power to do something different, to have that courage. And it could very well be that somebody is ready, is kind of like ready to erupt because they just don't want to do it anymore, you know? It all depends on the person. So let's get some last bit of guidance here. And we have your dreams need a practical plan. Well, you don't necessarily need to plan it all out. I don't like that aspect of control, but intentions are good. What are your intentions for 2025? And I would suggest that you show the world the real you. Live your authentic truth. I really hope this resonates with you. As always, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in my bio or description box. Thank you again, and I wish you an amazing day.